than that.
Yeah, stick to basketball there, right?
Wow. Oh, no catch. Love to get that one back. Alonso lost the bat as he flung at that high fastball.
That's going to keep him up tonight. Can't make that catch.
You got to keep that clean, right? You got to catch that.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
There's so much history here, and when I put it on and it's so light, it just feels just right. It feels just right. I mean, look at this. It got the city on it. When I was 7 years old, my uncle takes me where? To Shea Stadium. Darryl Strawberry hits a home run, and I become a fan for life.
Of the way, whether it's your stroke emergency, your cancer journey, or your transplant victory. At UI Health, our care heals, our care saves, and our care triumphs. Find expert care for your journey at uihealth.care.
As a proud partner of the Chicago White Sox, Steinhoffels knows teamwork makes all the difference, especially at home. That's why Steinhoffels offers decorating solutions, its in-house design service. From simple recommendations to full room layouts and floor plans, their designers handle the details so you don't have to. From the first idea to the final touch, Steinhoffels has you covered. Visit Steinhoffels at one of their 7 Chicagoland locations or shop online at steinhoffels.com.
Life doesn't come with a game plan. One car accident, slip, or work injury can leave you facing medical bills, insurance calls, and endless paperwork. It's a lot to handle while you're trying to heal. At Postman Law, we fight the insurance companies so you don't have to. And the best part? You don't pay a dime unless we win. When life throws a curveball, we're here to catch it. Others promise, Postman delivers. Call us today. Postman Law, Chicago's injury team. Attorney Advertising.
Hey guys, it's Carmen. You know, when it comes to making a big decision, I believe in doing your homework and working with people you trust. That's exactly what you'll find at Advantage Buick GMC in Hodgkins. No pressure, no unnecessary noise, just clear communication and a process designed to make you comfortable every step of the way. That's important to me, and I think it'll matter to you too. So, if a Buick or GMC is on your radar, I encourage you to visit Advantage Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
We come into this year with...
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Yes, he did! 2 homers on the night for Meade. 7 on the season. He's got 20 RBI on the year.
Single through the hole to right field. Nishida, he's going to come up throwing. They test his arm off the bat. And the slide around the tag, but Romo gets it in time. Riku Nishida, welcome to the show.
How about Jacob Mizrazi here this afternoon? He has tied a career high with 12 strikeouts in a single game, 57 pitches of 100 or more.
And it is confirmed. The Astros with a no-hitter. Alan Bersanta in his major league debut gets the last 6 outs with 2 perfect innings, and this celebration begins.
He did it again! Back-to-back days! Walk-off home runs for Cowser! 8! The milk cold!
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
From about 1905 to 1925 or so, teams actually issued cardigans as part of their team uniform. In that era, knitwear was actually having a heyday in sports. Think of ski sweaters or Argyle sweater vests on the Gulf Green. And baseball decided to jump on the bandwagon and create cardigans.
On June 10th at 6:40, fans receive a White Sox Pride hat designed by T. Sanders, comedian and NAACP's outstanding digital content creator, when you purchase a specially priced ticket. There is limited availability. Get your tickets and prepaid parking at whitesox.com/promos. Grab your friends and head to the ballpark for Miller Lite Baseball and Brews. Get a ticket and 2 beers starting at $24. You must be 21 and over with a valid ID. And join us at the ballpark Friday, June 12th, as the Sox take on the Dodgers at 6:40. 10,000 fans in attendance will receive a homie's big head figure presented by Beggar's Pizza. And be sure to stay after the game for the post-game fireworks show. To purchase tickets and prepaid parking, visit whitesox.com/promos. Let's get this one underway. Beautiful night for baseball. Here's our play-by-play man. Here is Len Casper.
All right, thank you, DJ. Great to have you with us. White Sox playing some really good baseball here of late. And seeing a Minnesota club they just saw last week, and again, beat them 3 out of 4. And the one game they lost, they actually came back late against tonight's Twins starter Joe Ryan before the Twins won the game in extra innings. We have a new feature or look at the White Sox uniforms, and it's driven by Arlington Toyota. Check out their impressive lineup of Toyota vehicles today. Arlington Toyota, new owners, same people, better deals. Visit ToyotaArlington.com. Sox wearing their gray road uniforms with black numbers and letters and white trim. And here come the Twins to take the field. They're wearing their main white uniforms. Main colors are dark blue and bright red. Well, what do you got on the batter's eye here as we get started with the sun now shining pretty brightly in the outfield?
I'll say this from the pitcher's perspective. You have a big advantage if you locate your fastball because it's going to be a late reaction from the hitters. You can't see the ball very well. It's a big mistake if you hang an off-speed pitch or a changeup. They can just accidentally run into those and cause some damage. So smart thing is keep the ball down and use your fastball effectively because it's going to be hard to time.
Our broadcast booth always brought to you by Bell Tire. If you can't find free air, free flat repair, and the lowest prices, find a Bell Tire. This will be the second game of Jacob Gonzalez's Major League career. He had a hit in 3 trips, played very good defense at first base yesterday, and now can take a breath. He's in the major leagues and should be playing most days against right-handed starters. And I know you and I in particular were really impressed with the glove work at first base.
Yeah, he looked pretty natural. He has been playing first base. It's not like that was his first game of his career over there. We know he's naturally a middle infielder, but he looked very comfortable. His reactions were good. And that's a plus because the defense for the White Sox has been a strength this year. You don't want that to drop off at all.
Joe Ryan is 29 years old. He will turn 30 later this week. and was excellent, maybe his best start, or at least one of his best in that last outing. It ended up being a no decision because of the 8th inning home run he allowed to Munetaka Murakami. He struck out 9. That tied his season high. In fact, over his last 2 starts, 18 strikeouts and no walks for Joe Ryan. So here's Sam Antonacci to lead it off, his first career game in this ballpark. The righty Ryan to the left-hand hitting Antonacci. Here it comes. First pitch is a strike. Fastball at 94, and we're off and running.
Ryan and Caratini will know it's an advantage right now against the hitters, so they should just attack.
The kick and the pitch. Sam swings and misses on a curveball. So it's 0-2 on him. He's batting .275. He gets on base 37% of the time. 1 career home run. That was an inside the Parker in Arizona. Ryan waving his arms, now ready to go. The 0-2 coming. And a tap on the ground foul back of the plate. Still 0-2.
Going to probably see a lot of foul balls and guys striking out that we're not used to striking out in these conditions right now.
Here's the pitch. A swing and a hard liner off the glove of Ryan, and then Tristan Gray could not handle it cleanly. Probably will be a base hit. Gray, the shortstop, actually got to that deflection on the other side of second and had a play, but he just couldn't make it. And the Sox have the leadoff man on.
I will say this. It is really surprising that that's given an error, and I'll tell you why, because that ball off the glove had a bunch of different side spin. It's not a routine play.
I'm with you.
After the fact. It's something that you no longer can judge or gauge off of the bat.
Yeah, I think the deflection makes it a hit. Vargas, first pitch swing, and he sends one high and deep out into right center, and it is off the wall. Antonacci to third. He'll be held there. It's a double for Vargas, and they have jumped on Joe Ryan here in the first inning.
Well, thank goodness. I don't know what that first pitch was. I'm going to assume it was a fastball, but he got to it. Told you it's tough to see. You can run into it, but that pitch was up and out, and he just drove it deep to right center, just out of the reach of Clemens. Great effort by him up against the fence.
10th double for Vargas. Infield in already. Third batter of the game. And it's Andrew Benintendi, the DH. Has always hit well in this ballpark. The stretch and the pitch, and it's outside. That double is sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, America's favorite vodka for a reason, distilled and bottled by Fifth Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly. The pitch. Swung on and missed on a sweeper. 1 ball, 1 strike on Benintendi.
Wouldn't surprise me now that there's 2 runners in scoring position if Ryan just pitched as if the conditions were. Batters can see the ball really well, and I'm not going to take it for granted.
Here it comes. Fouled to the top of the backstop. Benintendi, 337 here at Target Field with 11 homers in 41 games. And a 4.09 average against Joe Ryan. He's 9 for 22.
Well, he just had a real hittable breaking ball and unfortunately fouled it straight back.
The pitch. Foul tip, strike 3, and that is the first time in Benintendi's career he has struck out against Ryan.
That's what I was talking about. These conditions are going to lead to things you're not used to seeing from certain batters, like, well, that. Swing and a miss on a fastball, but you felt Ryan might elevate one after he fouled off the previous breaking ball.
So this becomes a huge at-bat for Colson Montgomery. Infield still in. And he swings and he pops it up out towards shallow right, and it's caught by Keyshaw. It just stayed in the air too long. Antonacci did not tag. He went about halfway up the line. So a cracked bat pop out to the second baseman by Montgomery, and now Ryan might see an escape hatch. He'll have to deal with Chase Mydroth with 2 outs.
Well, this is more like what you'd see in these conditions. Strikeout, broken bat. You know, you get one guy that runs into a fastball that's up out over the plate, and it seems like they're seeing the ball well, but that's just not the facts. So Chase Mydroth, guy that can make a lot of contact, needs to do that right now. Just put the bat on the ball.
Infield back with 2 outs, and now Caratini wants to chat with Ryan. You can't see it on the radio, but we see it, and the television audience does as well. I believe it's cottonwood.
Oh, yes.
Flying around this ballpark. It just looks like little tiny balls of cotton this time of year here in Minneapolis.
It's everywhere. Everywhere we go, we just got this cottonwood flying around, trying to cause some allergy issues for everyone. How you feeling?
So far, so good.
Okay.
Well, we'd love to cash in here. Leadoff error, then a double. But Ryan retiring the next 2. Now faces a contact guy in Chase Mydroth. The pitch. Down and away on a slider. So if you've been paying attention, you've already heard me say curve, a slider, and a sweeper. Those are all different pitches technically. He's throwing his curveball more this year than he did last year. Here's the pitch. It's inside on a sinker, and Caratini's going to challenge it.
The called ball is being challenged by the catcher.
And the pitch was inside.
It is a ball.
We got a pretty good angle, especially from where I'm sitting, and that looked from here like that was definitely well inside. But again, as a catcher, you're not seeing the ball that great either.
So the Twins lose one of their challenges. The 2-0, that's over for a strike on a slider. White Sox have turned things around drastically in this ballpark. They've won 5 in a row here after losing 14 straight. The pitch. Called strike 2 on a fastball at 96.
It's just a very intelligent pitcher. A 2-0 slider. Gets the hitter thinking he's going to get another slider and pops a fastball right by you.
The set and the 2-2. It's high and outside. So full count with first base open. The rookie Gonzalez waits on deck. Second and third for the White Sox. We're in the first inning. Joe Ryan ready to work. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on a sweeper. So he does get out of it. Sox leave 2 in scoring position. We head to the bottom of the first from Minneapolis. 0-0 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
At Costa Ivone, we get you.
What do you mean, we get you?
You're a Chicagoan, right?
I am.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Rocchio with a 2-hop throw on the money. A stellar defensive play. He leaps up. He made an incredible catch. That boy got some hops.
Sprawling stop to his left. Nice play by Bregman.
Leaps and makes the grab, streaking into right center. Good strong throw. It's in plenty of time.
Osuna with a tremendous play in short left field.
Long way to go. Riley's there.
and a jumping catch by Hamilton. It's short. Oh, goodness gracious.
Keyshawn slides, picks, gets right at the bag, and the Twins make the play.
Carson Benton flying through the air. Through to first is in time. Xander Bogaerts hits another star. What a play in the hole.
Get it, Jackson. Jackson! Way to go, kid!
Vargas with the perfect feed into second base.
That's a wonderful play.
Nice play by Steer. That's why he was a finalist for the Gold Glove.
Oh, Riku Nishida! Back-to-back games, throws out the runner at the plate.
Chicago White Sox Baseball Network.
'25-year-old rookie David Sandlin will have to wait a second. There's a ball out in deep left, and Tristan Peters will go collect it. 0-0, bottom of the first. Byron Buxton, who greeted Sandlin in his major league debut with a home run. That was the only run and batter to reach against Sandlin in that debut on Wednesday. Here's the pitch to Buxton, and he takes it low. Sinker at 96. Sandlin averaged over 97 miles an hour on his fastball in that start. Swing and a miss on a cutter. 1-1 on the Twins leadoff man.
Already a better result than last time, because the second pitch of the game was hit over the fence in Chicago by Buxton.
Next offer, check swing on a low outside curveball. Buxton has not played center field much of late. Might get in there before the series is over in center. He's the DH, and he chops one foul. He had been battling a sore hip and also now right shoulder issues, so I guess the problem has been throwing more than anything. But they want to keep his bat in the lineup. The 2-2 pitch is just off the outside corner, and a full count. That one clocked at 98. 3-2. He got him swinging on a cutter, and it was an in zone cutter, and he strikes out Buxton. I don't know if that's a good omen or not. He got out Buxton.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to say it's a great omen.
Now, Brooks Lee, the switch hitting third baseman, he hit 2 home runs in a loss yesterday in Pittsburgh. And he hits a hard ground ball. That'll get into right for a 1-out single. So Sandlin now, ironically enough, will have to pitch out of the stretch for the first time as a big leaguer. Apparently, working out of the stretch had been a little bit of an issue for him in the minor leagues. But one way to battle that was he never pitched out of the stretch in that debut.
Isn't that a fact? And you know what? He's just finished with the hottest batters in the lineup for them, so let's just not worry about it from here on out.
Now left-hand hitting Cody Clemens, and he takes a get-me-over curve. It's a strike.
Yeah, Buxton and Lee are the 2 hottest hitters. He got one of them out, next one he didn't. Focus on the rest of the lineup and shut him down for the rest of the night like he did last time.
Clemens with an open batting stance. Average lead by Lee. The pitch. It's low on a fastball. Lee batting .255 now with, or rather, Clemens batting .233 with 6 home runs. He's playing center field. The pitch, swing, and there's another base hit, almost exactly like Lee. A skidding grounder out into right field, first and second, and that'll bring up Josh Bell.
Well, they're seeing the ball, so apparently it's not as tough as some would have you believe. That'd be me, because there's been 3 hard hit balls already for hits.
Well, they're doing the same thing they did in that last time against him. They're swinging early.
Yes.
But they made a lot of outs doing that. in Chicago. Double play depth around the infield. Bell batting left, and he swings late on a sweeper. He kind of waited back on that breaker, and he missed it. 0-1.
Yeah, they hit a lot of balls in the air last time against him. Fly balls and line drives were 73% of the balls put in play.
0-1 is fouled down right at home plate.
And basically half the balls that were put in play were pulled as well. So they actually took good swings against him without results.
Josh Bell with 1,199 major league hits and 198 career homers. The pitch. And he lifts one foul. Out of play. Let's pause 10 for ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. Bell takes one outside on a changeup. 1-2. Sandlin, an Oklahoma native, 6'4", 215 pounds. Stretches and pitches on a 1-2, and it's low on a curve. And it's 2-2. Two on, one out for the Twins. We're in the opening inning. The pitch. Fouled.
Had a great conversation with our pitching coach the other day about a situation like this where, you got a guy, his second outing of his career facing the same team. Do you adjust to anything? Do you just have him go out and do the same thing? He said, you do the same thing and adjust within the game if needed.
Another 2-2 and a swing and a bouncer to first, and they're going to say it was foul. As Bell obviously felt that he hit that ball off in extremity, and it was foul, so it's still 2-2. Edgar Carroll pointed into the dugout, but nobody really seemed to put up a fight other than Edgar. Now a swing and a miss, strike three on a sweeper. So both outs in the inning have been strikeouts, and that'll leave it up to Trevor Larnach. Larnach, a left-hand hitting left fielder. So Ryan got out of a lot of trouble. Sandlin trying to get out of some traffic as well. First pitch is inside. Ball one.
Yeah, he has this one out problem that started, whereas Ryan right out of the gate had two men on and in scoring position. No problem.
The 1-0. Larnach lines into center. That's a base hit. Lee around third. He's going to score. Clements around to third. 3 singles in the first inning, and the Twins lead 1-0.
Just broke his bat. Took a pitch, a breaking ball off the outside corner, a curveball that he just reached out and punched into center field. Wasn't even a strike. Tell you that he is covering the whole plate. You got to work him inside with the heat. Keep him honest.
He picks up his 17th RBI, and now Austin Martin, the right fielder. So first and third, a run in. And the pitch. It's just off the outside corner. Back to that Bell ball. Don't believe that particular play is reviewable. As I mentioned, Edgar pointed toward the dugout, but even if it wasn't foul, I don't believe on the infield you can challenge it. Martin swings and misses. He's 0 for his last 16. Well, Sandlin gave up one in the first in his debut, so
that's the way I'm looking at it.
Right?
The same exact way. It's like just shut him down from here on out.
The pitch. Martin hits a fly ball to center. Peters battling the sun a little bit and backs up and makes the catch. 3 hits, 1 run, 2 left. It's 1-0 Minnesota after an inning on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
I'm going to go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you got the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh, yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries.
Just kind of basic ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
And some
crinkle cut fries.
Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
If the Sox come back and win tonight's game, Walner Law will make a donation to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. Walner Law handles the toughest car accident cases in Chicago. Call 312-8-million. Walner Law. Win with Walner. Second inning, 1-0 Minnesota. Jacob Gonzalez fouled right back below our radio booth. And you did not flinch.
You know, I can still read that one pretty good off the bat. Line drive right at me.
The pitch to Gonzalez, and he swings and he fouls. That one clipped the catcher, Caratini. Gonzalez, a left-hand batter. When he picked up his first career hit yesterday, he actually didn't realize it until Jose Lejer at first congratulated him. He was that locked into the game. The 0-2 from Ryan is a low curveball.
Come again?
He said, at first, I forgot it was my first hit. And then Jose was like, hey, man, congrats. Like, oh. Said, I was just trying to keep the line moving.
That's impressive. That is something I've never heard before.
1-2 is foul tip for the third strikeout for Ryan, and that'll bring up Tristan Peters, who had the game-winning hit yesterday.
Yeah, for a guy to say he didn't realize it was his first big league hit, that's next level focus. I just have to say it because you just got here. You're new. It's your first game, and for you to not think that was your first hit, I don't know. That's actually questionable. What's going on between the ears?
Peters takes up and in, ball one.
That is the most memorable moment of your big league career. Your first hit. Next thing's going to be your first home run.
Right. The pitch. Inside corner strike. Sox had a great chance in the first. Could not convert. Peters putting together a fine rookie season. He's hitting .289, and he takes low, and he held on a check swing. .353 on base percentage, .408 slugging to go along with some very good defense in center. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes, and he fouls in the air down the left field side, out of play.
Yeah, Tristan, you know, in the minor leagues had a similar slugging and on-base percentage of what he has this year. That's throughout his career down there. Last season, he had 15 home runs, 28 doubles. So he's a guy that doesn't always have to bunt.
The pitch is inside. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Caro waits on deck. Peters batting 7th. Outfield slightly around toward left against him. And he puts up his left hand toward the umpire and will get a timeout. That's Ben May working home plate tonight. May working home plate on the first day of June.
Sure. They timed it perfectly.
Here's a payoff from Ryan. Peters hits a ground ball to a backhanding Josh Bell. He'll flip to Ryan, and he just beat Peters to first base, and they actually kind of came together. All's well that ends well. 2 down, now Carroll.
A 1 ticket plus a free meal. Grab your family and head to the ballpark with a family pack starting at just $21. 4 select games. Each ticket purchase includes a hot dog, a drink, chips, and a cookie. Visit whitesox.com/family.
Edgar coming off a nice homestand. Went 5 for 10 with a walk, a homer, 3 knocked in, and 5 runs last week. Had a great game on Saturday on his bobblehead day. He's batting from the left side. And he lines to the shortstop. Gray right behind second, snagged it.
Yep, the defensive setup, robbing a guy of a hit again.
104 off the bat, but just allowed third out. That's 6 in a row retired by Ryan after an inning and a half. Twins 1, Sox nothing on the hard.
Turns out a minor tune-up to the Dodgers lineup may have Mookie Betts firing on all cylinders.
It's gone! There's the feel, there's the results.
Dave Roberts decided to give Mookie a new perspective on Tuesday, dropping him from his usual 2-hole down to the cleanup spot for the first time since 2017. Safe to say, Mookie's slumbering bat woke up.
And this ball is gone, a home run, as Mookie announces he is back.
Betts went atomic against the Rockies, launching 2 homers and driving in 5.
Well, Betts in that cleanup spot, and that's exactly what he's been doing with runs. He's been cleaning them up.
And hey, shout out Andy Pajes. He shifted up into the 2 spot, racked up 4 hits, and extended his MLB leading RBI total. The Dodgers have been winning and are on top in the NL West, but getting Mookie Betts back to his old self makes their chances at a three-peat look a whole lot better.
It up. Lopez fires his mask right into the gut of Tim Raines. Injury to insult.
So you got to laugh to keep from crying. Oh, oh, that got me. Oh, was that funny? I know it's not funny, but he's all right.
Bottom of the second. 1-0 Minnesota. And it's Victor Caratini, switch hitting catcher, to lead it off. And he'll get a pre-at-bat timeout before facing Sandlin. Sandlin gave up a run on 3 hits in the first. And the pitch is called strike on a curveball. Didn't walk anybody in his debut. Retired 18 in a row after that leadoff homer to Buxton. Curve strike 2. First starter in White Sox history to allow 1 or no hits and walk none over at least 6 innings in a debut. The pitch is low. And he averaged 10.2 pitches per inning, fewest by a pitcher, minimum 6 innings in a debut since 1988.
Sure. He was really effective.
The 1-2 is outside.
The 1 hit he gave up was on the second pitch of the game, and from there, They went to swing in and made quick outs. They did, again, we pointed out, they did make solid contact against him in the game.
Sandlin's 2-2 to Caratini. He is low on a sweeper, and he's run it full. Caratini has not swung the bat yet in this sequence. The payoff coming. Called strike 3 on a curveball. He's got 3 strikeouts. Now Luke Kershaw.
Well, you made the assessment that you like what you're seeing pitch-wise, pitch mix from Sandlin no matter what.
Well, the stuff looks crisp. And he's got a lot of weapons. Kershaw, the right-hand hitting second baseman, takes a strike. He has hit safely in all 12 career games against the White Sox. He comes in with a 7-game hitting streak this season, batting .246 overall, and he takes outside.
Yeah, over his last 7 games, he's picked up 10 hits, so along with Lee and Buxton, he's the one guy in the lineup that's been swinging it pretty well of late.
The pitch. Chopped to third, gloved by Vargas, and he gets rid of it quickly to Gonzalez for out number 2.
You know, Vargas did something there we haven't seen him do a lot of lately. He dropped down a little sidearm and delivered a low throw. He's been coming right over the top and been very accurate. But right there, it's the first time in a long time he got a little sidearm comfortable.
He also kind of played it into a backhanded pick. Here's Tristan Gray, left-hand hitting shortstop. And the first pitch is off the outside on a curve. David working quickly. We saw that in his debut. The pitch. Gray pops it up on the infield, right near the mound, and behind the hill. It's caught by Miguel Vargas. 1, 2, 3 go the Twins. Through 2, Minnesota 1, Sox nothing on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Well, if you look at the infield, they just came out and put, diamond dry everywhere except where McKinstry needed it right here, and he loses his footing.
Wonder when he realized he broke his chain.
With an all-star bonus, he can get a new one. I don't know what is causing this, but we have seen more bats leave players' hands at the plate this year than I'll ever remember.
Got a chance.
Yeah, that looks like it would have been a home run, fellas.
During the offseason of 1888 to 1889, Spalding took a group of big leaguers on the first worldwide barnstorming tour.
This is Spalding.
Yes,
you look at the Spalding, you're like, wait a second, now this is the backstory. Okay, this is great.
Stops included New Zealand, Italy, France, and even Egypt, where they played in front of the pyramids. Spalding's contributions to baseball history don't end there.
Do you know the story of Doubleday and the invention of baseball?
Please
tell us.
Enlighten us.
When a 71-year-old Cooperstown native came forward, baseball officially had a birthplace in Cooperstown.
If I'm in the presence of this baseball, does it give you powers to become a better baseball player?
I've been here 5 years and playing baseball through all of it. I don't think I've gotten better.
And whether it's the World Series or the wonders of the ancient world, there's no debating that baseball connects us all.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
ABS challenges are always a reminder. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Top of the third, Riku Nishida faces Joe Ryan. He made his major league debut against the Twins a week ago today. First pitch is hit in the air, slicer down the left field line, and it's out of play. Strike one on Nishida.
I will say this, the defense they leave him a lot of space to pick up his hits. To me, they're not pinching him any specific way to where he can't find ways to get hits.
And he bunts. Pretty hard one, though, to third. Gloved by Lee. And the throw is just in time to get him.
Well, you said it. Too hard. Third baseman was taking the bunt away. And if you're going to bunt that, you better deaden it. It's got to be right off the end of the bat. It's got to be right along the edge of the grass, along the chalk. That was bunted toward the mound and hard.
Did you see what Joe Ryan did? He hit the deck. I mean, he was on his belly on the mound. I don't think that throw was anywhere near him, but he didn't want to take a chance.
He does some unique things out there as an individual when he's not throwing the ball.
And Tanacci takes ball one on a sweeper.
You know, like drops his glove just for nothing, just like hot potato. Get off of me. While the ball's in flight somewhere defensively.
The pitch to Sam. Over on a curve. It's a strike. Career game 43 for Sam Antonacci. The pitch. And it's lined into the corner and right. It's going to roll for a while. Antonacci on his way to second, and he's going to stop there. Took a couple of looks at Martin, and I think he wanted to try for a triple, but made the right decision.
Yeah, it's completely up to him until he gets close to second base on that. He needs help from his third base coach. And I'm going to assume once he wasn't 100% sure, he did check out Justin Jerschley, who was probably saying, not worth it, stay there.
That double sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka. And here's Vargas, who hit a double in the first inning. Tying run at second with one out. We're in the third. The pitch. Inside on a sweeper.
Hitting conditions are better. Get some shade across the batter's eye now in center field.
The pitch. Just outside on a close one. That was a fastball from Ryan. So a favorable count for Miguel. The double he hit was out into the right center alley off the high wall. The pitch. And he swings, sends another one the other way, right field. Martin drifting back, and he'll make the grab on the side warning track. And Tanacci will tag and end up at third. He's there with two gone, and that'll bring up Benintendi.
Well, that's one of those rare times you say, only if he had that extra 90 feet instead of a double, a triple, because there was the perfect sac fly. And now, you know, you're going to make Ryan have to be precise. Don't bounce one. Even though it's a very short distance from home plate to the back screen, you got to be cautious on a wild pitch.
Andrew Benintendi struck out his first time. He takes a low slider. He's batting third. We mentioned good numbers in this park and against this starter. And Ryan will step off. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago White Sox and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Plus, the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago White Sox. Benintendi takes a strike on the outside edge.
I think Benintendi was ready for the fastball, but not in that location.
Yeah, that's what we call a pitcher's strike.
I mean, had it been middle in, he was ready to turn and burn.
The next one, big swing and a foul fly, third base side, and this will get back into the seats. Someone took one off the noggin. Ouch.
Yeah. Can't catch it. Get out of the way. That fastball did beat him there with the count being what it was. All of a sudden it was a little more defensive.
So Ryan ahead 1-2. The pitch fouled off Caratini. Right off the glove, he was mad at himself that he didn't catch it cleanly for a strikeout.
Well, as you described yesterday, catchers have no control over foul tips if they catch them or not. They either go in the glove or they don't. Antonacci's got going to be taking a huge lead with the third baseman playing toward the shortstop position. I mean, he's more than a third of the way toward home plate down the line.
Here it comes. It's high. They might be asking even a little more out of Joe Ryan with another injury to this ravaged rotation. Bailey Ober is now on the IL. He's got right elbow inflammation. Two balls, two strikes. The pitch low, and it's full.
It's go time for Benintendi right now. Tie this one up.
Runner at third, 2 down, third inning, and Ryan steps off for the second time.
Antonacci was just short of almost halfway to home because the third baseman is allowing it. He's so far away.
The 3-2. A swing and a base hit to right. Antonacci will score. We're tied at 1. Andrew Benintendi comes through.
Just felt like that was predictable. You worked the count from being far behind, and on a 3-2 count, he's not just anticipating the fastball anymore. He got a sweeper that was up, yanked it hard through the right side. Well done.
He picks up his 26th RBI. Here's Montgomery. I mentioned those Twins injuries. Pablo Lopez will not pitch this season. Mick Abel is out. Ober. David Festa. Swing and a miss by Montgomery. Kendry Rojas, another starting option, a lefty, went on the IL Friday.
It's almost as if you feel like you're going to contend. You better have about 12 starting pitchers that are all adaptable and ready to go.
I think at one time they did.
Yeah.
Called strike.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah, they felt really good that they had quality and quantity, but that quantity has ebbed quite a bit. Same in Detroit. We just saw the Tigers. They've got a lead tonight at the Trop. They're playing the Rays, leading 8-5 in the 6th. But Tampa Bay coming back and making that a ball game. The pitch to Montgomery. Called strike 3. Fastball near the inside corner freezes him. That's the 4th strikeout for Ryan, but the Sox tie it up. It's 1-1 in the 3rd on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Let me ask you something. Why does buying a car have to feel like Game 7?
Can we recognize the athleticism of the elite security down there?
Unbelievable. I give them 10 down. They're good.
Yeah. Look at that. I mean, come on, Joe Ryan.
It's all part of the experience.
This is an experience tonight.
Oh, look out. In between the legs of Jose Altuve, almost clipped his buddy in the on-deck circle.
Hey, that'll wake you up.
And Fortes is able to hang on to the foul tip.
Fortes getting a little help from the love handle there.
And if this doesn't send chills up your spine, nothing will. 18 in a row, retired after a leadoff home run by Buxton.
The most in the history of the franchise by a pitcher making his big league debut.
He becomes the 3rd White Sox player to hit 20 before June. Unbelievable rookie year.
At the wall looking up. See you later! Second home run of the night for Yordan Alvarez, laying waste to Rangers pitching. He has hit 5 home runs in this series.
There's Jackson Merrill.
Ground ball back toward the middle. Stott to his right, has it, throws to first in time. A record that stood 115 years.
Did he get enough? You bet he did. He's just showing off once again.
The last Dodger with 6+ no-hit innings and a home run in the same game. You got to go back to 1959, June 25th, Don Drysdale.
Bottom of the third on a gorgeous night here in Minnesota. Buxton batting against Sandlin. And a swing and a miss on a sweeper. Talking to the Twins folks, they said first couple of months were a bit trying and inconsistent weather-wise. Said we'd be home and weather wouldn't be good, then we'd leave and it'd be great. But it cooperated here tonight.
We used to say that in Chicago when we'd go on the road, the weather was great. Come home, it was terrible.
Buxton, a check swing foul, and he's down 0-2.
I was talking about that team on the north side, always got the good weather. Things are turning now. We have good weather all the time.
We had really good weather on this last homestand.
You better believe it.
And great baseball.
Yes.
The 0-2 coming. Fouled.
Hey, score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies. We've got the season covered at MLBshop.com/White Sox, the official source of your White Sox gear.
Another 0-2. Swinging a line drive to left, but right to Antonacci. And he makes a catch.
Did you see that read by Antonacci on a big swing, soft hit?
I didn't initially see the read, no.
You know, usually when you're not an experienced outfielder, you misread that. You freeze, you go back a little. That ball was hit off the end of the bat by Byron Buxton, all the power in the world, and he came in.
Okay, so he nailed it.
He's really good. He's done a great job adjusting out there.
Here's Lee. And he takes low. He singled and scored in the first inning. Antonacci, a couple of really nice catches over the weekend against Detroit. Lee takes outside. Brooks Lee's dad, Larry, is the head baseball coach at Cal Poly. Yesterday, they made their first ever super regional. They won the LA regional, hosted by UCLA. The pitch is outside. They beat St. Mary's 5-2 in the clincher. So they're off to the Supers next weekend, a chance to get to the College World Series. 3-0 is outside, and Lee takes a walk. And Brooks played there along with Drew Thorpe.
Yeah, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo is, you know, just outside of the Santa Barbara area. And it's not a big area, but it's become a very popular school to attend, especially for athletes. So congratulations to them.
Mike Krukow is an alum. Clemens bounces one at first. Gonzalez fires to Montgomery at second. The throw back, though, is high. And the throw back to Gonzalez at second, or rather to Montgomery, is in time. Wow.
Hello. They may want to challenge that, but what hustle by Gonzalez.
So Montgomery's throw back to Gonzalez went over his head. Jacob went to get it, and Clemens decided to go to second base, and they threw him out, and that'll end the inning.
Yeah, that was risky.
The captain, Derek Sanderson Jeter, is one of the winningest players in Major League history. He was wearing these very batting gloves when he notched one of those most memorable hits, the 3,000th of his career.
Are we supposed to spit in them they do the batting gloves?
No spitting. This is a non-spitting museum.
He's just the second player in history whose 3,000th hit was a home run. The first was a former teammate from the Yankees' 1996 World Series championship team. But before he began his Cooperstown-bound career, Boggs would cross paths with another future Hall of Famer. September 6, 1995, the Iron Man played his 2,000th 131st consecutive game, surpassing the unbreakable record of the Iron Horse.
Now that's how you pass the torch. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
compatible blood type. Today, my baby is healthy and full of life. Northwestern Medicine, better.
Line shot deep left, a home run.
Hey, it's Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas.
Y'all listen to ESPN Chicago, the home of the Chicago White Sox.
Sox turned a 3-6 double play to get out of the third inning. A very strange play, but that's what you love about this game. Meidroth leads off the fourth in a 1-1 tie, and he takes high from Joe Ryan. And that double play is brought to you by Steinhoffels. Their Memorial Day sale still going on. Save up to 30% store-wide. Steinhoffels, Chicagoland's furniture and mattress leader. Shop in-store and online at steinhoffels.com. There's a swing and a fly ball well hit out in the deep left center field, and it will be on the track. It'll bounce into the bullpen. It's a double for Chase Meidroth.
Well, you got to love what you're seeing right now. 3 hits over the last 5 batters, a couple of doubles. That's their third double already against Ryan in the early part of this game. So not bad. Keep the line moving. That was a 93-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle. Ryan's reaction, hands on his head. He was shocked that somebody didn't run under that.
Yeah, I mean, it was in the air a while, but he hit it to the right spot. It was a long run for both Larnach and Clemens. And here is Gonzalez. And he swings and hooks a foul fly to right out of play.
And you got to remember, Clemens is not a natural center fielder, so who knows how well he read that off of the bat.
Go-ahead run in scoring position with nobody out in the fourth inning, and the pitch. Low. Jacob struck out in the second. Infield back except for Lee at third. The pitch. He swings, hits a ground ball just foul near first base. Really close.
Oh. That could have been a thing. I'd love to see that hit the bag, pop up in the air over the first baseman's head. Trade places with Meidroth.
Now that double play is not the typical, ground into double play. It's 2 outs on 1 play, but not
the way we look
like
at it. It's a double play.
Yes.
It's 2 outs on the same play. We'll take it.
It's kind of a soft double play. But they do have it listed officially in the box as a DP. It's just not a GIDP. It's more like an L6-4. Swing and a miss, strike 3, right? You double a guy off the bag.
Yep.
More of that variety. 5 strikeouts for Joe Ryan. And here's Peters.
Joe Ryan is reaching back against Gonzalez when he gets him to 2 strikes and just blowing it by him. Got Gonzalez that was just a little relaxed, thinking he can catch up to the fastball, and next thing you know, it was no, I can't.
Peters swings and fouls. Strike 1 on Tristan. Talk with the manager on the pregame about the defense, especially in the outfield. Tonight it's Antonacci, Peters, and Nishida. Those guys all hustle, make sure that base hits don't become doubles. Check swing roller over to Lee. He'll look at Meidroth and fire to first. Meidroth takes off for third, and he's going to make it. A little bit of a risk after the second out, but he made it, so it's a good play. Peters is out 5-3, and here comes Edgar Caro.
I like that play. It's something we don't see enough of. It's worth the risk to me, only because if you time it perfect, you're going to do exactly like Chase did, and you're going to be safe. And you also know the reputation of Bell at first base. He doesn't like to throw. He made a decent throw there. It's just Meidroth timed it perfectly.
Joe Ryan was over there as well, and Chase kind of slid into him.
That's 2 times Joe Ryan has been in a collision with one of our runners.
He's like the 7-year-old playing soccer.
Just banging into everybody.
Yeah.
My ball, my ball.
Caro takes high. 1-1, Sox trying to take the lead. And make good on that leadoff double. Meidroth's at third. There are 2 outs. Edgar hit a rocket liner to the shortstop in his first at bat, and he takes a high curve.
You know, I look at Ryan, and if you ever look out there and think to yourself that he might be going around a hitter, I don't think he's that guy. I think he believes he can get anybody out.
He's probably right. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good sinker. 2-1. Ryan's kind of always looking all around the ballpark. Right now, when he goes set, I think he's looking at the pitch clock out in the bullpen. Caro takes a strike.
Yeah, I mean, he gets the sign or the signal or the information from the catcher, and he stares out to the bullpen with a man on third base. He's not looking at the guy at third. There's nobody on second, but he's looking out that way, and then he just turns, picks up the target, and fires.
Ball 2 and strike 2. The pitch. Fouled.
You know, he's going for the title of the most interesting man in baseball. He's just the stuff he does.
The primary sport growing up in Northern California was water polo. He's from beautiful Marin County, just north of San Francisco. The pitch. And it's fouled right at home plate.
Right, he attended a couple different colleges, Cal State Northridge and Stanislaus. I believe in Northern Cal. And next thing you know, he's the ace of the staff for the Minnesota Twins. A water polo athlete.
Yeah. Another 2-2. And he struck him out swinging. Good heat from Ryan. Got a half dozen strikeouts. It's 1-1 from Minneapolis. Bottom 4 coming up on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right, right on a cliff.
And there is career hit number 1,800 as Mike Trout has a double here in the first.
And that was one of those breaking balls that got a little bit more of the plate. Congrats on number 1,800 for Trouty.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 10 strikeouts for Skeens, and he'll walk off the mound with a wry smile. Ronald Acuna Jr. with a grand slam over the monster.
Ronald knew it as soon as he hit it and watched this ball sail.
Cedon's got a long run in. He dives and makes a ridiculous play. He doesn't care about the score or the record. That is as good as you can do it.
Wow.
Superman.
That is as full extension as you can get.
Cam Smith going back to the wall, and he will jump up. Does he make the catch? No, he got it. He got it. Cam just robbed him of a home run.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
1-1. Sox and Twins in the series opener. This is day 11 of 13 in a row without an off day. Josh Bell smokes one in the air out into deep right center field. It's going to be off the high portion of that wall. Nishida will collect it. It'll be a double for Josh Bell to lead off the Twins' fourth.
Yeah, a lot of baseball for the White Sox in a row, but they've been playing exciting, fun, winning baseball during this stretch.
Off day Thursday, and then a 3-gamer at Philadelphia starting Friday. That's the 11th double for Bell. Sox could not score after a leadoff 2-base hit in the top of the inning. Sandlin to Trevor Larnach, who takes a strike.
Well, White Sox have had similar situations. Get him over and get him in and see if the White Sox can stop the Twins like Joe Ryan has.
Sandlin set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a good high four-seamer.
One of the things I noticed about today's ball player in these situations, left-handed batters in particular, is they still take a swing and they're trying to get to a fastball, but they're not getting out in front as if they're waiting to see the ball. They're not anticipating it's a fastball, and they're a little late. Used to be, back in the time that I played, you just got the barrel out and around like every pitch was supposed to be a fastball.
Larnach hits a chopper to Montgomery, and it's such a slow bouncer, they'll not even get the out at first. Bell took off for third on a nice base running play, and Colson's throw to first just not in time. Larnach beats it out for an infield hit.
Yeah, Colson couldn't do more than he did. He caught and got rid of it as quick as he could, but left-handed batter, as you mentioned, slowly hit, chopped down to the backhand side of Montgomery, and just an infield hit because he hustled.
So first and third, nobody out. And Will Venable will play his middle infielders back for 2 against Austin Martin. Double and a single to open the inning. Martin, a right-hand batter. The pitch by Sandlin, called strike. 5 hits for the Twins. The Sox have 4. The stretch. Long hold, now an 0-1. It's low.
After picking up an infield hit, Larnach might feel like he's got wheels, want to steal a base. He has 2 and 3 attempts this year.
One and one, the pitch. Close, but it was outside on a cutter. Mentioned Sandlin from Owasso, Oklahoma. He played 3 years on the JV team before adding 3 inches to his 5'8" height prior to becoming a senior, and then he made the varsity. The pitch, that's a strike. It's 2-2.
Well, he has great stuff. Great arm and the demeanor to handle the role of what we're seeing so far.
2-2 on Martin. He'd love a strikeout here. The pitch. Outside. Didn't walk anybody in his first start. He walked Brooks Lee in the third tonight. Now leans in, gets a signal via pitch comm. And the pitch. Swinging a chopper back to the pitcher, and he's going to throw to second and get a force there as he had Bell going back to third. He was going to throw to first, and somebody had to be yelling 2-2-2. And they did get the force play at second.
Well, Larnach obviously didn't hear somebody yelling 2-2-2 because he didn't slide into second. But Sandlin looked to third, he looked to first. Larnach kind of saw him look to first and never thought the throw was going to go to second. So he was caught sleeping. It was all about the head fakes by Sandlin, and he kept a man out of scoring position.
I get it, right? You look the runner back at third, you throw to first. That's kind of the normal thing. But They had to play at second, and he made it. So now Victor Caratini. And the runner takes off from first, Martin, and they will not throw. The pitch was high. Caro just held on to it. And Martin gets his 8th stolen base.
Yeah, that's to make up for what just took place with Larnach, because the reality is Larnach should be standing out there. And smart thing is to take off on the first pitch because the likelihood of throwing through is low.
Infield in, now all the way around. And Caratini takes a strike on a curve. Caratini batting just 187.
He's made his hits count, or is it bats? He has 19 runs batted in with 25 hits.
Twins are just behind the Sox. Offensively, 11th in the majors, 4.58 runs per game. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball past the mound. Picked up by Montgomery. He's going to throw home. They're going to get Bell. Tag applied by Caro. It'll be first and third, 2 down.
Well, the defense by the White Sox this year has just been amazing. It's exactly the way the defense was set up. They needed a guy down at the plate. Not an easy or normal or natural play by Montgomery. Pitch went right through the legs of the pitcher, up the hill, popped up in the air. Montgomery to his left, off-balance throw, back to home plate, right on the money.
Keyshaw with 2 outs. Martin at third, Caratini at first, and the pitch is a cutter off the plate, ball 1.
This is the guy at the bottom of the order that's been hot.
And we told you he has done well against White Sox pitching. The 1-0 is down and away on a curve, ball 2.
So you look at the batting average that's in the 240s, but not lately it hasn't been. That's what you have to be aware of.
David Sandlin ready to work. Here's the pitch. It is outside on a cutter. So ball 3 with Gray waiting on deck. The pitch. Keyshaw takes outside, ball 4, and the bases are full.
That almost looked like a workaround. Don't know if it was, but he never threw anything that really resembled a strike.
Zach Bulb, the pitching coach, will head out to the mound. We'd like to welcome our listeners tuned in on News Talk Radio 1400 AM and 93.9 FM in Champaign tonight.
And also, fans, join us at the ballpark Saturday, June 13th. The White Sox are taking on the Dodgers at 3:10. 15,000 fans in attendance will receive a Colson Montgomery bobblehead presented by Rate, or skip the lines and secure your promo at checkout with Guaranteed Promo. Get your tickets and prepaid parking with whitesox.com/promos.
I mentioned he averaged just over 10 pitches per inning in his debut. Tonight it's at about 15. And trying to work out of this jam in the 4th. 3 on, 2 down. The pitch to Gray is outside. And 15 is right around average.
Yeah, that's
15 or 16.
That's when you're getting up into the 20s. It's a problem.
The 1-0. A swing and a high fly ball. This could be trouble. Deep right. And it is gone. A grand slam for Tristan Gray on a curveball, and it's 5-1 Minnesota.
Looked like he was just sitting on it. Just felt after he missed with the first curveball, he come back with it because his timing was perfect.
I'll have to double check. This might be the 3rd straight road game the White Sox have allowed a grand slam. They gave up the grand slam to Harrison Bader in San Francisco on that Saturday, and then that Sunday, Devers hit one.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, it was a problem last trip.
Buxton takes outside ball one. 5-1 Twins.
Well, you throw a curveball in that situation because you think it's the last thing you can handle.
Buxton ropes a liner into left for a 2-out hit.
That was a cutter, and it was out where he liked to get the arms extended.
That is his second career grand slam, only the 8th overall home run in Tristan Gray's career.
That's a high percentage.
He hit a grand slam off Yoendrys Gomez on April 3rd. Gomez was pitching for Tampa Bay. The pitch is outside. Gomez is now his teammate. Ball one to Brooks Lee.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's when if you're Gomez, you join the team. It's like, glad not to face you anymore.
Average lead by Buxton. Throw over by Sandlin is late. "5-1 Twins" on the grand slam by Gray. Here's a 1-0 with Buxton running. The pitch is a strike. The throw might get him. Nope. Ball popped out of the mitt of Montgomery right as Buxton got there. Buxton's got that oven mitt on his left hand, and I don't know if that's what hit his Montgomery's glove.
I think he never really controlled it. Well, Carroll got the ball down there quickly, that's for sure. It was going to be close no matter what.
5th steal for Buxton. And he has been successful in his last 35 tries. Line shot foul by Lee. Count now 1-2.
Just on the fly. That's what happens. The offense that you just face in their last outing, they've adjusted. You have to adjust back.
The 1-2. Called strike 3. Well, a 5-1 deficit is not insurmountable, but it's tough when you're facing Joe Ryan, who will head back to the hill with his 4-run lead. It's 5-1 Twins after 4 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
The Cubs are on fire and have turned 1060 West Addison Street, a.k.a. Wrigley Field, into the hottest address in baseball. This week, the Cubbies flew the W for the 15th straight time, their longest home winning streak since 08. And they're winning in dramatic fashion.
Dansby's going to score. The Cubs are going to walk off the red. 4-ball game. 3 straight walk-off wins in the series against Cincinnati.
At the center of it all is Nico Horner, flat out playing like the best second baseman in baseball. Shota Imanaga has been one of the game's best on the hill with a sub-2.5 ERA. With PCA doing PCA things in the field and a solid bullpen, this Cubs team looks built for the long haul. The NL Central has been baseball's toughest division. Will the Cubbies' home field advantage be the difference in the chase for the division crown?
I was in AAA, and right before the game, they said, no, you got to stop. You need to hurry up and go to Cincinnati. You're about to go play a game there. You got 45 minutes till the game starts. So I get in my car, and I start driving, and all I keep thinking about is, which jersey are they wearing that night? So when I get to the locker room, I see my jersey hung up, and love the white jerseys, just the stitching on it, the old school feel to it.
You're out of there, leaky store brands. When all else fails, try North Shore Adult Diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
Back in our Bell Tire broadcast booth here at Target Field in Minneapolis. 5-1 Minnesota. Nishida leads off the 5th against Joe Ryan. Riku takes a strike.
Time to chip away. Need base runners. Last time up, he tried to put a bunt down, bunted it too hard directly at the third baseman.
The 0-1 is bounced to a charging Keyshaw at second, and the throw is late. Nishida just beat out an infield hit.
Keyshaw didn't have a handle on it. Got it out of the glove, didn't have the handle, so he double pumped. And that allowed Nishida to get down that line.
So it is a hit, but we sometimes talk about infield errors.
Yes.
And when they occur, often they happen because the base runner is running hard. So you can kind of force mistakes. And in Keyshaw's case, he just, as you said, couldn't get a grip on the ball. And Antonacci takes a strike. He's going to challenge this fastball.
Call strike is being
He doubts himself, though.
Yeah, he thought it was off the inside corner. And it is a strike.
It is a strike. Chicago has one challenge remaining.
He had the look of immediate regret.
Yes. Just it was reactionary, and it has to be because you only have that instant to challenge. He challenged and then went, can I take it back? Nope.
And the answer is no. Yeah. Nishida has a big lead. He's not running. Antonacci takes a strike. It's 0-2 on him. Sox looking for an advantage. They're down 5-1. That advantage brought to you by Advantage Dealer Group. Find your next Chevy, Acura, Toyota, and now Cadillac, Buick, GMC, and find your advantage at Advantage Dealer Group. The pitch to Antonacci is fouled. Let's pause 10 for ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. Two strikes to Antonacci. Throw over. Nishida dives back in. Ryan sets. Nishida cheating a little bit more off first. He takes off. Antonacci hits a fly ball out toward left center field, and it is caught. It's run down by Larnach. Nishida had gone all the way to second, and he'll head back to first, and the Twins will step on the bag at second just to see if he did something illegal out there, which he did not.
Ball just kept slicing and slicing to where Larnach can make that full sprint, reach, and grab and put it away. Nice play by the left fielder.
That'll bring up Miguel Vargas. He has doubled and flied to right. Seeing some activity out in the bullpens, but mostly stretching. The pitch to Vargas is a strike. The bullpens are just to the left of that batter's eye wall. The visiting bullpen is actually closest to the field. Vargas smokes one high and deep left center. Larnach back at the fence, and it's into that bullpen. A two-run blow, and it's 5-3.
Boy, he got all over a sweeper that was up. Well, he does not miss pitches that are supposed to be hit very often.
He's got 14 home runs. And that one brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. See Dwight Yoakam at Hard Rock Live Thursday, July 30th. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
It stings. It stings a bit when a ground ball to second base turns into a hit, and then a couple batters later, it's a home run.
Isn't that the truth? So Vargas is only 2 off his career high set last year of 16. Benintendi fouls. He did that in 138 games. This is his 59th game this season.
Well, I think what we're saying from Vargas, I mean, with the adjustments with his approach and swing this year is going to be normal.
The 0-1 is in too close.
These results, are going to be normal. He's going to hit for power. I think at first he's just going to be a good hitter, but the power is going to come with it. He'll pick his moments to swing a little harder.
1-1 is a strike. I think when you look at the position player group, and it's been really good all the way around, but if you had to pick not the best or most valuable, yeah, maybe that'd be the way to go. Most valuable. That pitch is high. I might lean Vargas. As great as Murakami and Montgomery have been, Vargas has been just incredibly consistent.
Yeah, I agree. He got off to a real slow start.
Benintendi hits one sky high, foul ground over near the first base dugout, and it's out of play.
But you throw that out, the way the season started for him and the way he has been consistent, probably since the first couple of weeks of the season. Yeah, he's to me been the most consistent.
Two balls, two strikes on Benintendi. Ryan delivers. It's up and in.
What's interesting is that we have a tough decision when we're thinking about that.
It's great.
Couldn't say that really. Options in previous years of who's the most dangerous or best player for you.
The 3-2 is hammered to right. Way back there. It's gone. They've gone back-to-back, and it's a one-run game. Andrew Benintendi with his fifth.
You had mentioned how he loves to hit in this ballpark. Well, he continues to prove that to be true. He got all over what looked to be something that was trying to sink, but he got out and around it and hooked it.
Another Hard Rock Casino home run, and he got absolutely all of it. That is his 12th career homer in 42 games here at Target Field. Must look like a beach ball coming up there.
Well, there's no sun on the batter's eye, and the balls are flying now.
Montgomery swings and misses. Boy, they come right back after Sandlin gave up the grand slam. The 0-1 swung on and missed.
Ryan seems a little peeved out there. He's bringing it a little extra hard now up there in the heat.
Oh, you mentioned to me off the air, they had chances early to get more than the one they had going into this inning.
They're trying to make up for those missed opportunities all at once here in this inning.
The 0-2 is fouled. Still only one out. And remember the out, a nice running catch by Larnach on a deep drive.
Yeah, the thing that's been interesting about the White Sox is it has to be, the opponents are going not again.
Montgomery takes low.
Because they've done it so often now where it looks like, all right, we're handling these White Sox. And then just like that, they come right back. And you have to say, no, they're not going to do it to us again. Come back and win this game because they've done it so often of late.
The 1-2 to Montgomery. Foul tip. 2 down, 7 strikeouts for Ryan. Meidroth coming to the plate. He leads the team in hits with 58. He doubled in his last at bat. Sox have now hit 82 home runs this season. Called strike. This is their 60th game. The 0-1 is low. Must feel extra nice to hit a home run when you're the DH. Just go kick your feet up for a couple of innings.
I wouldn't know.
Meidroth takes low, 2-1.
I may have DH'd a couple of times, and I remember going to the manager saying, don't ever do that to me again.
Were you fidgety?
Well, when you don't get hits, you want to help defensively.
Ryan misses away 3-1 on my draw.
And I don't remember getting any hits as a DH, so I would probably say, put me on the outfield. I want to help my pitcher out a little bit.
The 3-1 coming. There's a swing and a fly ball out into left. Larnach back now in a couple steps, and he's got it. Sox put some good wood on several pitches in that inning. Back-to-back homers. Vargas and Benintendi make it a one-run game. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Twins 5, Sox 4 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Dave Holtz now stands in. He gets fisted toward the Angel dugout. Got folks moving. Again, slapped that way. Same spot. Uh-oh. Gray with the 0-2 pitch. Same spot almost. Still 0-2.
If you're feeling crabby, check out some of these wild and weird moments from around the league.
Since going to tag out Bowers, who had the crab crawl back toward first base.
Is this 1-1-1-3 on the putout?
Of course, catching it is one thing.
Whoa! Go through the 5-hole?
Yeah, it sure did. Now that's what you call really struggling.
Now let's see some animal instincts on display in the field.
Nico! Behind the back, what a play!
Get a load of this.
Say hey, Austin Martin right. He made an incredible catch.
And a liner caught by a leaping Bobby Witt Jr.
No question about that one.
Robles over, goes to a dive, and makes a tremendous catch.
Oh, I didn't give him a shot off the bat to come down to that baseball. Oh, highlight reel stuff from David Hamilton.
How about that?
Whenever you're ready.
We're ready.
All right, with David Sandlin making his second career start against the same team that he made his debut against, we asked, who do you think has the advantage in this situation? The pitcher or the hitters?
Well, so far, you got to go hitters, probably.
I think that is the answer.
Yeah, Cody Clemens leads off the bottom of the fifth and takes low. I'll go hitters.
I'm going with the hitters for sure, because think about it. Sandlin and Ryan both facing the same team back-to-back starts, and both teams getting to them.
Clemens takes inside. He hit into a very odd play in which 2 outs were recorded on 3-6 throws. First to short. There was a forced play at second, then Clemens tried to advance to second on an overthrow to first, and he was tagged out. Pitch misses low, ball 3, so it's not a technical double play in that sense, but the Sox did get 2 outs on that play to end the third inning. So 3-0 is a strike. And that play might end up in Jason Stark's wild and weird column, or whatever he calls it. He usually writes once a week about all the strangeness around baseball. There's a ball inside, and Clemens will head to first.
Jeff, what do you got?
So the fans said 60% think the hitters have the advantage, 40% say the pitcher.
What would you say, Jeff?
I think it's the hitters, but DJ, you have experience. Was it easier seeing the pitcher the second time around?
Yes, without question. Because it's so familiar on what they're doing, what their breaking stuff is, because you just saw it.
Josh Bell cracks a base hit out into right, and the Twins have something cooking again. First and second, nobody out in the fifth. And we're going to see some action in the Sox bullpen. Here's Larnach.
Now, of course, there's exceptions, the best of the best, when you're facing, I'm just going to throw a name out there, Randy Johnson in back-to-back starts. Nobody's going, yay, we get to see him a second time. But you do feel better because you are familiar with seeing him 5 days ago.
Yeah, and what I don't love about it is Zach Bove will make a mound visit is with all this extra scheduling, with the fact that you have to play every team, you have these little pockets where the White Sox saw the Angels back-to-back, then the Mariners back-to-back, then the Twins back-to-back, all within like 10 days. And then some series that you see somebody in May and then you don't see them till September, so it's kind of uneven.
Eclectic, huh? It's a little different this year. Now, I can say early in my career in the big leagues, you went to the visiting city that was just seeing you. We used to do that all the time.
Right. The pitch to Larnach is high, but now it's a lot more random that way. (5-4) Minnesota. They are trying to add on here in the bottom of the fifth. They have 2 on and nobody out, and Larnach takes a ball high. The irony, I guess, about the fourth inning is Sandlin nearly escaped a huge jam.
Yes.
I mean, they had runners at the corners with nobody out, and he almost got out of it before giving up that home run to Gray. Larnach takes low for ball 3. The pitch. It's a strike. Jason's column is weird and wild. I think I said wild and weird.
Same thing.
It's a great read. And you'd be amazed at how often there's a play in a game that hadn't happened in 80 years. The 3-1 pitch is hit hard and foul. He rolled that one down the first base side. 3-2.
You know, something you mentioned earlier in the game is Sandlin averaged velocity last game at about 97 with his four-seam fastball.
Correct.
2 pitches ago, he threw a four-seam fastball at 94.
So maybe a tick or 2 off tonight.
He's done a lot more pitches than the last time, for sure. He's had to work harder.
And it's off the glove of the catcher to the backstop, but it's ball 4, and it's a walk, and the bases are loaded. The backstop here is really close to home plate. So as a base runner, you have to be a little less risky, I guess, on pitches that get away. Will Venable's going to make a change in the 5th. Bases loaded, nobody out. It's 5-4 Minnesota. We're back in a moment on the Hard Rock Casino. White Sox.
During the offseason of 1888 to 1889, Spalding took a group of big leaguers on the first worldwide barnstorming tour.
This is Spalding.
Yes,
you look at the Spalding, you're like, wait a second. Now this is the backstory. Okay, this is great.
Stops included New Zealand, Italy, France, and even Egypt, where they played in front of the pyramids. Spalding's contributions to baseball history don't end there.
Do you know the story of Doubleday and the invention of baseball?
Please
tell us.
Enlighten us.
When a 71-year-old Cooperstown native came forward, baseball officially had a birthplace in Cooperstown.
If I'm in the presence of this baseball, does it give you powers to become a better baseball player?
I've been here 5 years and playing baseball through all of it. I don't think I've gotten better.
And whether it's the World Series or the wonders of the ancient world, there's no debating that baseball connects us all.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Davis, who got his first career save yesterday, will try to get out of this mess in the 5th inning tonight. Bases loaded for the Twins. Nobody out. The batter is Austin Martin.
Not looking for miracles, just minimal damage.
Middle guys are back for 2. Martin takes strike 1. The set and the pitch. Right up under his chin. One and one on Martin. Nowhere to put him. The pitch. Swing and a base hit to right. Clemens will score, and the bases will still be loaded. RBI single for Austin Martin. He just ended in 0 for 18, and it's 6-4. Still nobody out, and that'll bring up Caratini.
Well, Martin got it right. He got a slider that was away, and it appeared to me just by his approach he was looking for that pitch. After one up under his chin, usually you say up and in, down and away, and he got the slider that wasn't down, but it was away.
The pitch to Caratini is high.
It's always these kind of games where you say, all right, just keep us in the game, because the offense seems to be pretty good tonight.
Fouled 1-1.
But when you're saying that, it's easier said than done, because the Twins have come to play.
Sox have won 5 straight. Twins have lost 5 in a row. The 1-1. Caratini lines into left, a base hit. Bell will score, and they just keep passing along the baton. Both these runs charged to the starter Sandlin. It's 7-4.
Well, they're taking a page out of the White Sox book. You know, they're getting their hits, and they're hitting for power. They're having great approaches, hitting the ball the other way. So, you know, you're going to have to just make better pitches. That's all it comes down to. You make your pitch, get the out.
Keyshaw takes a strike. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of the Sox. This season, every time the Sox turn a double play at home, Steinhoffels will donate $200 to Special Spaces to help create dream bedrooms for children battling cancer. Next offer is low and outside on a slider. Seven to 4 Minnesota. Well, 1-1 to Keyshaw. Swung on and missed.
I like it. The 2 strikes against Keyshaw on this at bat have been fastballs in, tying him up. Now, he's fully capable of taking that inside pitch and shooting the other way, just leading with the knob of the bat, let the barrel lag. But those pitches have been so good he couldn't.
The 1-2 is fouled.
And he was trying to do just what I had described, hit the ball the other way on a fastball.
Was set by Tyler Davis. The 1-2 pitch. Low. Gray on deck. He's already homered with the bases loaded. And he's done it twice this season. A 2-2. Hit in the air. Deep right. Nishida is back on it. Circling. He'll make the catch. 2 runners will tag. Larnach from third. He scores. Martin from second. He's now at third. It's back to a 4-run lead for the Twins. It's 8-4. And with 1 out, Gray will come to bat.
Yep. So you can tell that Keyshaw was definitely just trying to do that. Drive it the other way, get him over, get him in.
Yeah, the old 2-for-1, right?
That's it.
Tristan Gray, foul tips. White Sox made a fun announcement today. They've got a post-game alumni home run derby coming up on Saturday, July 11th. That's after the Sox host the Athletics at 1:10 right before the break. Fouled away. I'm sure Jeff and Brendan are listening. Maybe we can make this one of our Twitter poll questions later on who might win.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've got Jose Canseco, who's in his early 60s. Our buddy Gordon Beckham, Leury Garcia, Daniel Palka, Scott Pasednik, and Alexei Ramirez. Fouled. So if you had to rank that group, there's 6 of them.
Yep.
Who would be the favorite? Probably Palka, right? He might be the youngest. And he and Leury are the 2 young guys.
Garcia would be the favorite for me.
The pitch is low and gets away briefly from Caro, but the runners will stay where they are. You'd take Leury over Palka, okay.
Yep. But those would be the top 2 for me.
Palka's 34, Leury is 35.
And I've seen Leury take batting practice. Don't doubt him. He can crush the ball in batting practice.
The 1-2 to Gray. Popped up. Shallow left. Antonacci and Vargas. Foul territory. Vargas makes the catch. Martin's going to tag. The throw to the plate. Safe. Very close. But for now, it's going to be a foul-out sac fly to score Martin. That's a great send by the Twins.
Yes, it is.
No challenge coming.
I mean, it's no loss by sending him there.
Yeah, Vargas is running away from home plate.
And his momentum is taking him away even after he catches it. So he took 1, 2, 3, 4 steps before he could stop, which means, well, the running from third's taking about 8 steps toward home plate. The throw was great. It's just the speed of Martin got him there ahead of the tag of Caro.
So it's 9-4. That run charged to Davis. And Buxton fouls. Caratini also moved up. He's at second.
What an inning as they are close to batting around. 8th batter of the inning. And they've scored, 4 more.
The pitch is outside.
Back-to-back innings for them to put 4 across the plate.
So Alexei played in the WBC. He's 44. I think he's a little older than Gordon. So if we had to do a Twitter poll, fouled away. See, we're doing a production meeting on the air. Why don't we go, your options would be Leury, Palka, Ramirez, or the field. So Canseco, Pasednik, and Gordon would be the field.
Yeah.
That would be maybe the good 4 choices next couple of days. Called strike 3. So, Brendan, you can send me an email and tell me it's a terrible idea, but just an idea. 9-4 Minnesota after 5 on the Hard Rock.
We play in Toronto. Guerrero sends over some good stuff for the guys, so when we play in Toronto, I definitely dive into that.
You gotta be careful with Vladdy, bro, because a Dominican breakfast will put you to sleep, bro. ¿Cómo está sonando la comida dominicana ya?
La comida dominicana ya no sé cómo está sonando, porque obviamente mi esposa me cocina. O sea, hay restaurantes, pero no voy a comer comida latina.
And it'll be Sweeney backpedaling, and he can't make the play. And there goes the no-hitter. It's rolling. Does it go fair? Yes, it does. That's a fair ball.
Oh, she's giving it to him. They're up 6-1 in the 8th. He's giving it to him and making them like it.
Doing the pop-up dance, and he dropped it. You don't see that very often.
Abrams is going to think about going to third. The throw too high there. Abrams dives back in. Tag applied this time by Riley. What just happened?
First pitch. Swinging a line drive, shallow center. On comes Young. He goes into a slide. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. Second base umpire points to the first base umpire. Blakeney says he caught it on a sliding grab. What a catch by Young. Just making sure he got it. He did. Phillies don't have a challenge, and Jacob Young saves a couple of runs with that sliding shoestring catch.
And no question, right into his glove, no short hop. Great play, huge play.
So after all that, the base is left loaded, a 1-1 game.
Is brought to you by Northwestern Medicine, home to Illinois' top-ranked heart and vascular program for 18 straight years by U.S. News and World Report. Jacob Gonzalez leads off the Sox 6th against Joe Ryan, 9-4 Twins, and a foul back and out of play.
Have a little fun. Pressure is alleviated when you're down by 5 at this point. Just stack some runs up on Ryan. If you could score 3 in the 5th, do it in the 6th.
Fouled by Gonzalez, nothing in 2.
Husband protected his wife on that foul ball in the front row down below us. All she did was cover up with a piece of paper like it could protect her.
A piece of paper.
And he put his hand down and took one for the team.
Awkward wave and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and Caratini will throw to first. It's a strikeout, 2-3. Well, Joe Ryan continuing a string of very impressive starts in terms of walks and strikeouts. 9 Ks, no walks in each of his last 2 outings. And so far tonight, 8 strikeouts, 0 walks.
Yeah, but he's given up 4 runs.
You're right. But he's made the Sox earn it, I guess. Yep. Fouled away by Tristan Peters.
Yeah, he's definitely all about pounding the strike zone, and he's got a great pitch mix, keeps you off balance, so you earn everything you can from him.
The 0-1 is up and in. They've got a neat note on the video board and left about Peters. Quote, he played for the Savannah Bananas in 2021, though probably won't when the Bananas are here in August. The pitch is outside on a curve.
Yeah. Tristan's only 26 years of age. I mean, and in the big scheme of things in today's baseball, that's prime time to start your career.
The 2-1 is cracked into right, a base hit in front of Martin. 1 out single, Tristan Peters.
COVID set a lot of people back a year or two in their growth toward becoming big leaguers.
How does one of baseball's most celebrated plays connect to one of baseball's most notorious curses? Through a cross-country move, an earthquake, and the Men of Steel? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
The pitch to Edgar is a strike.
Peters now with 10 hits over his last 5 games.
Yeah.
So hot hitter for sure. And the White Sox have had a hit in every inning except for the second, the only time they went down in order.
Anthony Banda, lefty up for the Twins. Caro hits a high fly ball, deep left center. Tracking it is Clemens, and he had to make a leap to grab it just onto the warning track.
Wasn't the most traditional way to drift back on a ball, but he made the play.
That's out number 2. It'll bring up Nishida.
A pregame made easy. Treat your group to a patio party. It's 2 hours of all you can eat, plus unlimited beer, wine, and Coca-Cola products. Call 312-674-1000.
9-4 Twins in the 6th. Nishida takes a strike. Kansas City's got an 8-1 lead at the Reds in the bottom of the 8th. The Royals trying to end a 6-game skid. Detroit's lost 4 straight. They've got a 10-9 lead in the 9th at Tampa Bay. Riku looks at a high one, 1-1. Miami 7, Washington 3. They're in the 9th in D.C. Texas 2, Cardinals 1 in the 6th. The 1-1 is over. It's a strike on a curve.
A slow one at that. 78-mile-an-hour curveball. Saw some highlights of the very, very, very slow curveball that Zach Greinke used to flip up there, 50-some miles an hour. I think Ryan, his slowest curveball is going to be in the mid-70s.
Yeah.
Can't get it that slow.
Milwaukee 8, Giants 2 in the 6th. Cleveland is off tonight. They'll be at Yankee Stadium tomorrow. The 1-2, and it missed, and Caratini is going to challenge a fastball that he thought
ball's being challenged by the catcher.
Caught the up and outside corner.
Looked pretty good from where I'm sitting.
It's a strike.
It is a strike. Minnesota retains.
So 3 straight 9 strikeout performances for Joe Ryan. We head to the bottom of the 6th.
Here's Juan Soto, who has more hits against the Marlins than he does against any other team, 105 of them in his career. And Soto cracks one to deep right field. Forget that. That is way out of here. Way up in the second deck. Soto hits a bomb. His 10th of the season. His 4th on this road trip. A prodigious blast for Senor Soto.
And he sends this one out 449 feet into the second deck.
That was as majestic of a home run as you will see.
The Arizona Diamondbacks are striking back after a slow start, and it's largely thanks to one of baseball's fastest men.
Corbin's on the run. He's going the distance. He's going for speed.
Corbin Carroll has been playing like an MVP since his debut in 2022, but in his 4th full season, he's taken his game to a whole new level.
This guy's unbelievable. He's unforgettable.
On Sunday, Carroll put together one of the best games of his career, going 4 for 4 with 2 triples and a 9-1 D-backs win. That put Carroll at 8 triples for the season, twice as many as any other player, and 51 for his career.
He's the reason why you come to the ballpark. Watch him hit and watch him run.
He became the 2nd fastest player of all time to reach 80 homers and 50 triples. Only Hall of Famer Lou Gehrig did it faster. Carroll's on pace to lead the majors in triples for the 3rd straight season, and he's only 1 triple away from tying the Diamondbacks club record of 52.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Gateway to the Booth, brought to you by the City of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway. It is an Ask Len Day. When you're ready, Mr. Casper.
I'm ready, Jeff.
All right, courtesy of this tweeter, just another Chicago sports fan. He wants to know, Len, what record would you consider to be successful over the next 15 games, considering the White Sox opponents? Is there anything specific that the team can do to not get too high or too low after this stretch?
Good question. Isert is now in. Brandon Isert. And he misses away on a changeup to switch hitting Brooks Lee, who's batting right-handed. There's a swing and a line drive out to right. Nishida back. He sets and he makes a catch. Boy, he's got a ton of flair. It's like a windmill move with his left arm as he caught that ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a slight misplay, misread, or just him having fun, but he made the play.
Well, again, I'm not in the prediction business. I think when you do have a tough stretch coming up against some opponents with really good records, if you can be around 500, that would be ideal. Ball 1 to Cody Clemens. And the not getting too high or too low, that's already been accomplished. If you listen to the manager's show every day, you hear it from Will Venable. Swing and a miss by Clemens. They know the standings, they know the record, but all they care about is what do we need to do to win today? And they pound home that message every single day. And that's all you can do.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to be around. It's not just about the outcome every day, it's about how you performed.
Swing and a miss, 1-2 on Clemens.
Because you can have a perfect day, it feels like, and still get beat. Do nothing really wrong, run the bases right, play defensively perfectly, make good pitches.
1-2 is off the outside on a slider.
But if the opponent's doing all the same thing to you that day, All it takes is somebody doing something spectacular, like hitting a pitch that should have been unhittable, and it counts for them.
2-2 is golfed high in the air and foul and into the seats over on the third base side of the ballpark. The Sox longest losing streak so far has been 3 games, and that's, I think, indicative of how consistent the effort's been as they've been able to bounce back after a bad game or a bad series. Fouled off the catcher.
Yeah, and I always go back to the fact that there was a time this team was 7 games under 500, and there's also the first road trip of the season where they look like the bad news Bears. So those 2 moments in the season, you look at a 32-27 record. Wow, they've been good.
2-2 is popped into left, not deep. Antonacci, a diagonal pattern, now over a little more toward the line, and he two-hands it. So I was in the clubhouse today, and Sean Newcomb, Chris Murphy, and Brian Hudson were all in the same area, just casually chatting, and I walked over. I said, "Can I ask a question?" And they said, "Sure." I said, "Are all of you guys left-handed?" And they all basically said no. Bell takes low. Newcomb, as I started to talk to him, is kind of more ambidextrous, does a lot of different things left or right. Brian Hudson basically is a right-hander except for throwing a baseball. Throws a frisbee right-handed. Fouled by Bell. And then Isert walked in, and I asked him, and he said, "No, I'm basically right-handed." Isn't it interesting?
It is.
I asked Brian, "Do you wear your watch on your left or your right arm?" He said, on my left wrist.
Oh, there you go.
That's a right-hander's thing. Fouled by Bell. 1-2.
6 siblings in my family, and 1 left-hander. And all left-handed, nothing right-handed for him.
The 1-2 is low. I think it was Murphy who said his dad made him throw left-handed initially, and it stuck. And I think Newcomb had a right-hander's glove, so on the left hand, but he just took it off and threw with the left hand. Sometimes it's just random how it works out. Bell swings and misses on a changeup. Nice work by the somewhat left-handed Brandon Isert. Through 6, 9-4 Minnesota on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Southside baseball fan Lenny
Who leads back to the running track, jumps and makes the catch over the shoulder. Blake Dunn going back, leaps at the wall, and he brought it in. He robs a homer. Dunn gathers, Olsen digging for 2. Throw there, good one by Dunn. Tag, he's out. He robs a homer, 1 AP, and he guns down Olsen. Grady at second on the next. Ward on the move with the dive, and he makes the catch. Coming hard, diving catch by Schneemann. Marshall back, he's got it. Backing up Sajacy, nice play, 360 spin and a bullet. Back up the middle, Nunez will be able to tag the runner, and then throw to first. Bounce to second, Steer, tough play to his right, smooth pick, pops to his knee. Is a leaping catch. How about the hops on Vladdy? Diving attempt and a catch by Varsho.
Diving is Freeman, and he got it.
To first, Torque at the line, slides into position, and sends us to bonus baseball. Bottom 4, 3-0 Blue Jays. Kazuma Okamoto to lead it off for the Blue Jays at a fly ball to right in his first at bat. As Okamoto drills one. High, deep, gone! His first home run as a Blue Jay, and it is 4-0. Big time power to the opposite field.
He came here with a power bat, and to show that early in the season, he's got these fans on their seats.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Our Bell Tire broadcast booth at Target Field in Minnesota. Twins 9, Sox 4. Top 7. New pitchers Cody Funderburk. Ryan Kreidler now plays center. Cody Clemens moves to first base. So Josh Bell done for the night. And Sam Antonacci takes a strike.
Might as well have some fun at the end of the game offensively as batters. That's what you think to yourself right about now is, I need to get mine. Got a huge gap in right center field for the left-handed batter.
Big leg kick and the pitch. Cutter strike at 92. And the count is 0-2. Funderburk 6'4", 230. He's 29. There's a swing and a chopper up the middle. Gloved by Keyshaw, and he'll flip to first for the out.
White Sox Charities Garage Sale is back. Join this Saturday, June 6th at the Raid. Admission is free and open to the public. Shop game used equipment, autographed baseballs, bobbleheads, and more. Visit whitesox.com/garage sale.
Vargas will step in. He has doubled, homered, and flied out. He's 2 for 3. And the first pitch is away. Ball 1. Sox have been out hit 10-8. Vargas takes low.
Vargas does something that I really like. When he sets up, he becomes static. I mean, he basically standing tall and standing still, no movement, and he goes from there.
Watches a cutter cross home plate, 2-1.
But I mean, in comparison, a lot of guys have a waggle or a hip shake or a little move back and forth with the body, a little swing.
He swings and hits a ground ball back to the pitcher. What a play by Funderburk. A blind stab at that behind his back, and he gloved it cleanly and threw to first.
He should have a big smile on his face after that one. His teammates should be looking at him going, what in the what? He was falling off toward the third base line, off balance, reached back. His number was facing home plate. He was staring towards second base and backhanded one that he blindly grabbed.
2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Benintendi. And he fouls on a line off to the left out of play. You'll see that play on the highlight shows. The 0-1 misses the target wide on a sweeper. Benintendi has faced the Twins in this ballpark more than any other visiting player. And, of course, he's had a ton of success. Called strike. A lot of at-bats with Boston, the Yankees, Kansas City, and now the White Sox. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Benintendi.
I find that really hard to believe. You think about guys that have played in Kansas City for a long time, like Salvador Perez.
Right. Grounded foul.
He's been in the same division with this team since this ballpark's opened, it seems. And Benintendi has spent time out of this division. He's only been in it for about a total of about 4 years.
2-2 is high. Actually, against the Twins, not just here, everywhere.
Okay, that's interesting still.
Yes. And the pitch is outside, and he walks. That'll bring up Colson Montgomery, who is 0 for 3. He came in with a 6-game hitting streak. Had the game-tying homer yesterday against the Tigers. And he fouls.
It had been a frustrating day as Joe Ryan was just a little too much for him, but he's got a chance now against Funderburk. He was shaking his head in disappointment that he didn't connect with that last pitch he just swung at.
0-1 is bounced to the mound. A little easier play for Funderburk as he picks it up and throws to first. Don't know when he fielded that ball if it got part of his pitching hand because he's kind of shaking his.
You've got to be very careful where you're going because you might not get there. But how exactly can you go from a yogi to a king to perfectos, the old professor, and pine tar? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it, and he would say, it ain't been done before, and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17th, 1998, Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
The rule was, can't be more than 18 inches of pine tar. Home plate is 17 inches wide. And so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
They might be going to call George Brett out. Well, he is. He's out. Yes, Brett is out. Look at this.
Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Around the majors, Reds superstar shortstop Ellie De La Cruz placed on the injured list with a hamstring injury. In Milwaukee, there is a giant inflatable Pablo Sanchez from the video game Backyard Baseball. If you know, you know. The secret weapon, watching the Brewers pound the Giants 10-2. Back in Minnesota, White Sox trail the Twins. Back to Len and DJ.
Thank you, Jeff. Trevor Larnach against Trevor Richards, and the White Sox, Trevor, wins this battle, a fly out to center field. 1 up, 1 down in the bottom of the 7th. 9-4 Minnesota. Here's Austin Martin. I'm not familiar with that character Jeff just talked about.
That makes 2 of us.
Okay. Well, he said if you know, you know. I guess we're out of the know. Called strike. Martin just challenged.
The kids know, Len. The kids know.
All right.
Maybe under 30.
Strike is being challenged by the batter.
Martin thought it was high, and it was high.
Here's the ball. Minnesota retains.
1.5 inches too high. The pitch. It's a strike. Each team with 1 ABS challenge left.
Martin's got a unique setup. He kind of has a bit of an open foot, his left foot, but his shoulders are completely closed.
Richards misses off the outside on a fastball.
He has a short stride and almost spins when he hits, but everybody does it so differently. You can't just say there's one way.
He fouls off to the right and out of play. Not a huge crowd here tonight, but a beautiful night. Still some daylight left as we near 9 p.m. here in Minneapolis. And Martin will get a timeout.
I told you one of the most shocking things in my career is when I played up here for the Twins. We had a Saturday night game at 6 o'clock. And after I walked out of the dome.
That pitch missed, and it's a full count.
At 9 o'clock at night, I walked out, and it was like this, daylight. I go, whoa, what's going on? Because I'd never played this far
Played a
north.
night game, and it was still light out.
It was still, light out. And I'm like going, okay, we played a night game, and when you're in the dome, you can't, think about that. It's not dark when you walk out.
3-2s hit hard on the ground, picked up by the shortstop. That's Montgomery. And he fires a strike to Gonzalez. 2 down.
It's one of those moments in life where your mind goes. Yeah, because I had just, the farthest north I'd really played at that point was Chicago. And by 9 o'clock, it's dark enough in Chicago during the summer.
Pretty west of there, so obviously you get a little later sundown here. In the same time zone, Caratini bounces to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take it to the bag. And Trevor Richards with a 1-2-3. We go to the 8th. Minnesota 9, Sox 4 on the Hard Rock Casino. White.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
This is a good one right here. The Padres. Little pinstripe unis. We would wear these every Thursday. When I kept it, I wanted to keep it all dirty. I always felt like if you didn't get dirty in a baseball game, you kind of didn't really play that day. So I had my pine tar there, a little dirt in the front side of it, but the brown and orange, really cool cleats. All the fans really enjoyed it as much as the players did.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
We are in the 8th inning. Twins lead 9-4. Former White Sox Yoendrys Gomez is in for Minnesota. And he'll face Meidroth, Gonzalez, and Peters. Sox started the night 1 game back of Cleveland. Guardians are not playing this evening. Detroit did hang on and beat Tampa Bay 10-9. Miami over Washington 7-3. Those are the 2 games that have gone final. Meidroth takes a strike. Chase is 1 for 3. The hit was a double in the 4th. Gomez works the clock. The pitch swung on and hit high in the air out into deep left center field. And it's going to be handled by the new left fielder.
I believe that's Outman.
James Outman. I knew it wasn't Larnach.
Yes. Well, they actually just made the announcement when the ball was in flight out there who was playing left.
Gonzalez, the batter. Jacob fouls. He hit a liner. Just snuck over the netting and into the stands down the left field line.
He's happy to see the starter out of there. Ryan had his number.
He struck out all 3 times against him. The pitch. Fouled. That one off the mask of Ben May, the plate umpire. So we'll get a slight delay here. Caratini will take a slow walk out toward the pitcher.
Ben May is already back behind home plate saying, all right, let's go.
Jacob is a little more upright than he used to be. He's made all kinds of mechanical changes to try to sort out his issues in the minors. First 2 minor league seasons looked statistically the same. And by the same, I mean not good. Batting averages in the 230s. The pitch is low. OBP just over 300 and slugging in the 340s.
And think about it, he had 17 home runs his previous 3 seasons. He had 19 this year already.
You know, those numbers I just mentioned, they really say first-round bust, fouled away. But to his credit, he kept on working and has put together an amazing year at AAA, and that got him here. And obviously the injury to Murakami was ultimately what got him here, but he would not have been chosen without those numbers, that's for sure. He takes low, 2-2. He's got his hands a little lower than he used to.
Yeah, the physical adjustments don't mean that your mind's going to be any different, and his mind is better as well to execute the swing.
And he strikes out swinging, so tough night. 4 for 4 in terms of strikeouts. And 2 down, here's Peters.
And that's something he didn't do while down in AAA this year. He had 49 strikeouts compared to 63 hits. He also had 33 walks. I mean, his offensive numbers were just off the charts.
Peters 1 for 3. And takes a strike. I mean, the minor leagues are there for guys like Gonzalez to give you a smooth runway to the majors, or basically make you understand you got to make some changes if you're going to get there.
Oh, yes.
And it can be a cruel world when that happens. Fouled.
Yeah, and look, the adjustment, you could be really good in the minor leagues and get up here and just no problem, no transitional issues. You're just like, oh, that's just like down there. Or get here and go, oh, this is next level. I got to make adjustments at this level.
Peters taps foul near the Sox on deck circle.
You know, not everybody can do, Aaron Judge type rookie year.
Well, what Gonzalez was doing at AAA is in many ways what the White Sox thought they had drafted initially. Good contact, good swing decisions, and power now. Speaking of power, there's a bullet into the corner and right, a fair ball. Peters will head to second with a 2-out double. He's got 2 more hits tonight.
Yeah, when you're hot, you're hot. That's 11 hits over the last 5 games for him. You know, Peters is a perfect example of, during this season, becoming a good big league hitter. Started the year with the approach of basically bunting twice a game. Just, I'm going to bunt everything, Hit his first home run. Next thing you know, hits his second home run. Now he's hitting doubles. He's doing everything offensively you would expect. Well, somebody that's had success in the minor leagues as well.
Edgar Caro takes low from Gomez, the guy he would have caught last year. Gomez staring at Peters. Now a 1-0. It's a strike.
It's not been a bad night offensively. I mean, that's 9 hits, 4 runs for the White Sox. So something that they've been doing pretty regularly, but generally they've had the pitching that supported it.
Some rough middle innings, a 4-run 4th and a 4-run 5th for the Twins. And they lead 9-4. Caro pops it up. Shallow center. It's the shortstop, Gray, waving his arms, and he'll glove it. We head to the bottom of the 8th here in the opener. 9-4 Twins on the Hard Rock Casino. White.
Beatty, great barehand pickup, and Vieto stays on the bag. Onto the track. Leaps, makes the catch. He slammed into the wall and held on.
To the wall, he reaches up, and he caught it. He caught it.
Up the middle, headed towards center. Picked by Wynn, who throws low. Picked by Burleson. The ball was short. Hamilton diving, gets up, throws. Bowers with a scoop on the other end. Take a little bit of your own medicine, Mason Wynn.
Robles over, goes to a dive, and makes a tremendous catch.
Robles is able to make another highlight reel catch. Crawford's on the run. To the wall. He leaps and he made the catch. He slams into the wall.
They're going to send Mancy
The foot race to the deadline. He's got there.
Bases loaded. Is Burt the guy today? How fun would that be?
Fly ball deep center field. This is gonna do it. The Marlins walk off the Mets with a grand slam. It's the Marlins who are the kings of Queens. Miami has swept New York. They've now won 7 of their last 8 games against the Mets. And it's Heriberto Hernandez who's the lone soldier and the hero here this afternoon.
Nothing gets through. And nothing stops leaks like North Shore adult diapers. For even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
Bottom of the 8th, Trevor Richards back out there after a 1-2-3 7th. Minnesota leads 9-4. And Luke Keyshaw, who's hit in all 12 career games against the White Sox, steps in 0 for 1 with a walk, a sac fly, and a run tonight. The Sox will have Davis Martin on the mound tomorrow night against lefty Connor Prelip. Keyshaw takes outside.
Well, let's have a quick 1-2-3 here. Get up, bat around, give him a finish. Just wishful thinking.
Strike called on a fastball, a 92 from Trevor. 1-1.
Well, with the changeup that he features, 92 is plenty on the fastball.
Keyshaw takes high. The stretch and the 2-1. It's low for a ball, and we've got a challenge from
being challenged by the catcher.
Edgar Carroll. And it's a strike.
It is a strike. Chicago retains.
So instead of 3-1, it's 2-2. The pitch. Driven in the air out into deep right. Back on it, Nishida. He's got it. Again, kind of a unique way that he caught that ball. I want to see how he caught it again. I thought he actually caught it like waist high.
He did. And I watched everything that he did on that particular one. I was watching him rather than the ball. And what he did is he overran the ball. So he's done that a couple of times. He runs so hard back and he stops, and the ball's slicing to his backhand side, and he just reaches out and grabs it.
Tristan Gray hits a line drive. Nishida will make a sliding catch coming in that time.
Yeah, that he had to do. Come in, slide, reaching out to the left. But it's a couple of times now where we've seen him just kind of get too quick and have to slow down late.
Let's pause 10 for ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. Byron Buxton takes outside, ball 1. He's got a single and 4 trips, stole second in the 4th inning. Takes a knee-high fastball for strike 1, 1-1. White Sox are 12-16 on the road so far this year. Swinging a ground ball to third. Vargas gets rid of it quickly. Buxton's out. 6 faced, 6 retired by Richards. Here comes the 9th. It's 9-4 Twins.
Well, if you look at the infield, they just came out and put, Diamond Dry everywhere except where McKinstry needed it right here, and he loses his footing.
Wonder when he realized he broke his chain.
With an all-star bonus, he can get a new one. I don't know what is causing this, but we have seen more bats leave players' hands at the plate this year than I'll ever remember.
Shot. Got a chance.
Yeah, that looks like it would have been a home run, fellas.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
In a big-time spot here in the 8th. It's the 2-2 pitch. Yelich, a high drive, deep right, down the line, fair, and gone! Yelich delivers in the clutch. And he left nothing in the tank.
My God, how far did that go? A bomb.
421 feet away.
My goodness.
Christian Yelich, a 3-run blast.
Right-hander Travis Adams will try to get the final 3 outs from Minnesota. 9th inning, they lead 9-4. Riku Nishida leads off. Adams is the 4th Twins pitcher to work tonight. And he just got recalled from St. Paul yesterday. First pitch to Nishida's a strike. He's already been optioned, I believe, 3 times this season. Travis Adams. The 0-1 is bounced right to the first baseman Clemens. It'll take him to the bag, 1 down.
Yeah, that's the way of the game nowadays. If you're that fringe guy in the bullpen or bench guy, a lot of up and down movement between the minor leagues and the big leagues.
Adams pitched on back-to-back days in that series in Chicago. And in the first outing he made, he gave up 5 runs in an inning of work. He misses to Antonacci, ball 1.
So he must have, if he was optioned out since then.
Yeah, and then just came back yesterday.
Injury to get him back here.
The Ober IL placement, I think, is what got him back here. There's ball 2 to Sam. He's 1 for 4 with a double and a run. Batting .275 on the year. The 2-0. Ripped into right, a base hit. So 2-hit night for Antonacci. He's at first with 1 down. And that's the Sox 10th hit.
Well, Antonacci, you think he started the year in the minor leagues, got here, and he's never not looked like a big league hitter. Whether he's going deep in at bats, the way he changes his approach in the game, and the adjustments he's made defensively, it looks fine in the fifth field as well.
There's a foul tip by Vargas. The pitch. Inside corner strike.
You mentioned the 10 hits, matching the Twins' 10 hits, yet they have 5 more runs, unfortunately. Had some walks that led to a big inning.
The 0-2 to Vargas. And he clubs one deep left field. It is gone. A line shot home run. He's hit 2 tonight. They're not done yet. It's 9-6 all of a sudden.
Have a night, Miguel Vargas. I mean, a line shot just over the top of the left field wall straight away. When he gets locked in, boy, does he make opponents pay.
So it's a 3-run game, and they're going to scramble, I think, in the bullpen here at some point.
Yeah, have a night. When he barrels the ball up, it jumps.
That home run brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. Benintendi, the batter. 1 out, 9th inning. Fouled. Sox always seem to do a good job of at least getting the tying run to the plate. Tonight, a bigger challenge with a 5-run deficit, but now it's only 3. The pitch. Low. Yep, they're going to get somebody up in the Twins bullpen.
When you think about Murakami was the Sox number 2 hitter with all that power, they just insert Vargas in the same slot and say, you go hit home runs.
Great point. Yep, that number 2 spot's been deadly. Fouled in the air, out of play.
And then to have the comfort of the experience of Benintendi and move him from the middle of the lineup up to the 3 spot against right-handers. So some flexibility in this lineup for the White Sox.
Andrew Morris is the right-hander up for the Twins. The 1-2, low. This is why managers are never happy, even when they win. When they win, it's relief. They just had a shot of Derek Shelton on the broadcast, swinging a chopper to the shortstop Gray, and he'll get the out at first. And Shelton did not look all that comfortable. His team's an out away from snapping a 5-game skid, but the White Sox like to make it uncomfortable.
You know, look, I'm going to just say it. Home runs weren't easily hit 25 years ago in the 9th inning. Now it's like a nightly occurrence when you watch highlight reels. It's like, there's a home run in the 9th. There's a home run. It's like no big deal anymore.
Colson Montgomery takes low. Still need a couple base runners to get the tying run to the plate. The 1-0. Low. So the tying run right now is Jacob Gonzalez.
Get him up there.
Mydroth's on deck. The pitch. Hammered foul on a hop. And that ball actually hit the sidewall and ended up out in deep right. That's how hard it was hit off the bat of Montgomery. Nine-six Twins, 9th inning. The 2-1 to Montgomery. Outside, ball 3.
So often this year, we've had games similar, especially earlier in the year, where it's all about give them a finish. And the Sox, well, they do. They just don't stop. They keep going.
3-1 is blistered way deep and way foul to right. Up on the concourse.
Boy, you can't hit it any harder. Unfortunately, you can hit it fair. Feel a lot better about it.
So full count on Montgomery. Made really good contact on a couple of foul balls in this at bat. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So they don't go down without a fight, but eventually the Twins close them out. 9-6 Minnesota the final. We're back after this on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Hey, it's the good kid. When it comes to my ride, I don't mess around. That's why I drive an Advantage Chevy. 3 locations. Chicagoland's covered. Boom. You want a Chevy? They got every Chevy. You want savings? Oh, yeah. They've got that, too. And here's what matters most. Trust. When you walk into Advantage Chevrolet Bridgeview, you're not getting the runaround. They respect your time. They respect your budget. They shoot you straight. Head to Advantage Chevrolet in Bridgeview and see what I'm talking about. Advantage Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Walner Law helped me get the compensation that I deserve.
Walner Law helped me get back.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Ohtani having just finished a scoreless top of the first, now armoring up for the bottom half. He is in the leadoff spot of the Dodgers batting order. Sugano's 1 run. Ohtani, dead center field. Did he get enough? You bet he did. He's just showing off once again. Back-to-back starts. He leads off the game with a homer.
Shohei's not going to miss anything like that. You can tell he is just locked right in.
Shohei Ohtani against Sugano is now 7 for 9.
Now let's check out some plays from the field that only a mother could love.
Thank you to all the mothers out there. We love you.
Too sweet.
Nicely done with the sign.
Vientos is not going to want this on his highlight reel, I'll tell you that.
Some just don't know how to catch them.
Hubba Bubba, I'm Bubba.
I can even smell on his bat. Hitters are funny. Now he's talking to it.
Then Peters has some problem.
Heads up. Man alive.
Look, Mom, check out these top defensive plays.
Adele leaping, and he makes the catch.
He's unreal. One of his patented run-saving miracles.
Welcome to the show, kid.
Put a star on that for Jarvis. Picked it right off the top of the grass. It was a snow cone.
That was sensational. Spectacular play by the Padres first baseman.
He jumps and he makes the catch. P-Crow awesome. Ryan Waldschmidt with a diving catch. What a catch by Eli White.
How about